Oh no, you're right. He's 74.
Yeah, 74. 74, and he's out here in these streets getting
like
caught.
He's 24.
Acting all the way up.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am with Stephanie. You guys probably remember her from the Target haul. So we just finished watching the episode. So it's Sunday night. It's 10 p.m. and we just finished watching Real Housewives of Potomac. So what are your thoughts?
I don't know. Like you said, I feel like the episode was just dragging a little bit.
Yeah, they're prolonging it for sure.
mean, there was like a juicy bit in there, but everything else was pretty boring.
Yeah, it was. Like, Monique, like, I love you and all, but like, did you not plan like this weekend trip? Like, it was just like so boring.
It was. They all got dressed up just to crack some crabs. Like, I didn't get that. Like, they had heels on. They went all the way out. Makeup did. Face beat. They could have
like they were going to like this fancy restaurant and they went to.
They could have wore their sweats.
Yeah.
To eat some shrimp and crab.
But they're on TV, so I guess they gotta be extra. But y'all could. I don't know where they're at. I don't know what's around, but like y'all could have just ate at home and had that cater or something.
Exactly. Then I don't know. It just.
And then they come back home and they're trying to like now do the fire pit.
Right, and this is the time that Candace and Giselle decided to
share the news with Ashley.
Right, and I guess they took a long time to share the news because Monique was upset about it.
Yeah, well, Ashley was upstairs like breastfeeding and trying to put the baby to bed, so I think they were just waiting on her. And Monique's like, what are you guys doing? Like, come outside. And that whole scene, they're just showing like Candace and Giselle. They do not show like the fire pit. So clearly nothing exciting happened at this fire pit.
Yeah, nothing was going on other than them eating some s'mores.
Yeah. And they're like, we have nothing to show. So we're just gonna keep this camera on Giselle and Candace because the other footage is so boring. So then they come out, but it was like a 2-second scene and that was it.
Right, but let's talk about what
the news.
Right. So supposedly Ashley's husband was seen at a strip club, and he also was telling people that he has a wife and a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So
let me drink to that.
A boyfriend, honey.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I feel like Michael's been putting Ashley through so much since season 1. Putting Ashley through it since like season 1. Like every season. Okay, so she just started watching season 5, so I'm like trying to catch her up. But like if you watch every other season, like it's always something going on. And last season was the biggest one because the cameraman actually like filed a like claim against him. He almost like dropped the lawsuit.
So he is out here just giving it up freely, clearly. Yeah, I mean, people have open relationships. Maybe that's what he needs to do rather than be cheating on Ashley.
Maybe. But I think the way they did bring it to her was good instead of the group. But either way, everyone's going to see this on TV. If you're really that person's friend, you wouldn't have shown it on camera. You know, you would have kept like the text to yourself, the whole thing, but whatever. They're not that close, you know, still got to be entertaining because that was the only good thing that happened this episode. But I think Ashley like handled it well, and she tried to open up, but I don't know if she was just saying that just to say it or if like it's true. But you can see like she's not really gonna share how she really feels or her emotions with them. But I just feel like Michael's too old to be out in these streets.
I know, but clearly he's always in these streets because Ashley said she be sniffing underwear.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I check text messages, emails, sniff underwear.
Because he was doing this while she was pregnant. And if you guys haven't saw, Ashley is pregnant with their second kid right now.
Whew.
She's securing that bag for sure.
For sure, because that man... Okay, and I don't think that man treats her that well either. He talks so rough to her. But yeah, but then eventually they go back out to the fire pit, you know, to talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even show what was going on there. No. Then that's when they started drinking.
Yeah,
right?
So
Late night.
Everyone went to sleep except Wendy, Karen, Candace, and Monique. And Karen was taking back those shots. Like,
okay, I think she had about 9 to 10 shots. My girl was going hard.
And she started recapping last season when her, no, was it? Yeah, I think it was last season when her and Ray, was it last season? It might have been 2 seasons ago when her and Ray were going through those tax issues. Talking about you have to have your own, but Monique like shut it down, like, no, we're trying to be chill, we're not trying to like have this. And I don't know if Monique didn't want to like get deep or if Monique was protecting her because this is like going to be on TV and you could tell she was like really drunk and it's like in her feelings. So if Monique did it because they're on TV, like, I appreciate that. That's like a good friend.
She was being a really good friend. She was just like, we're just trying to keep it light and chill. And you know, Wendy was sitting next to Karen. I just always have to like show that because Wendy is so trying to get with Karen. It's ridiculous.
You think so?
Yes, I still think so. Even after they agreed that they would go out to eat or whatever like that. But I don't know. I just know Karen is just not feeling her at all. No,
Karen is like, she's not impressed.
Right.
But I already said it before. I think like Karen's kind of like, oh, who's this like young girl like being in the same like arena and stuff that I do. I'm not, no. There only could be one grand dame and that's me. That's how I feel like Karen's really feeling.
Definitely. So what was the next scene?
The next scene is when Chris came, Big Chris.
Right.
Well, Chris doesn't even like when people say that. He said that. Monique's Chris comes.
Right.
And then they're in the kitchen, the girls, and what happened? Oh, Monique is just like, what were y'all doing, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you don't even have to tell me. But Ashley decides to share. I don't know why.
I don't know why she shared. I would have thought that she would have felt a little embarrassment about it. And the way that Candace and Giselle brought it to her, you know, to keep it private so that the whole group wouldn't know. I'm just surprised that Ashley shared it.
Yeah.
I don't know why she shared it, but she did.
Yeah, maybe she was just trying to make it seem like, oh, we wasn't like excluding ourselves, like this is like big stuff.
Right.
But Monique was like, no, I don't care, we don't talk about families, we don't talk about marriage. And she's like really referring to Candace. Oh, what's her name? Giselle already left because Giselle had an event, so only Candace and Ashley are there. They like go into it and we think it's dropped, but it's really not.
No, Monique was holding on to it like she was completely offended. You know, they're outside by the pool and Monique is just kind of like, but you guys left me hanging for like an hour. We was out at the fire pit. Why weren't y'all there? You could have just gave me a heads up. And it was like, girl, we was talking about some serious stuff. Like, why are you sweating this? This was not an offense to you. This was about catering to Ashley to make sure Ashley was well taken care of. This was some serious business about her husband.
Yeah. And
Monique, I mean, she just kept escalating and escalating and escalating. And you know what Candace did? She walked away because that's what she does. She walks away from every argument.
Yeah, no, but it was like weird. Like Monique, like, why are you so mad? She's like, I'm like considerate of everybody else's time. You guys are not considerate of mine. Monique, no offense, but you had nothing planned this whole trip. Like, I'm pretty sure production and editors were struggling to make these last 2 episodes because they're like, we have nothing. So I don't, like, you should be grateful that what's their name? You should be grateful that Giselle and Candace brought Ashley to the side because they're helping give like a storyline and give like the episode some flavor to cut you a check to keep me tuning, because like these 2 episodes It was a struggle. Comment below, do you guys feel like these 2 episodes are prolonging it? I'm like excited for next week, but what else happened? Oh, the men all came.
Right. Karen was feeling a little lightheaded.
She was just hungover. Like, girl, just drink some Pedialyte real quick, okay, and you'll be okay. No, and Karen is really trying to make it seem like her and Ray got, maybe she's trying to keep the spice. Like, okay, I know my marriage, we're not as spicy as we once was, but I'll still keep it cute and like show out. Like, maybe he'll come around. But Ray is just like,
very old manish. Very old man. He was like,
okay.
Was it Robin who commented and was like, did you see your wife, like this outfit that she has on?
Is it Robin or Candace? One of them.
One of them. And he's like, yeah, I almost didn't recognize her. It was so like, weren't you excited?
Like yes, you look good.
Oh yes, my wife always looks good for me. You know, like something slick, something nice. No. Oh yeah. Like,
yeah, he don't be giving no emotion. He's just like, I'm here because she told me to be here. If I would be like Quan and I didn't show up at the option.
Okay.
Like,
clearly.
She's probably like, you know, we need this money. We got these tax issues and Bravo's cutting that check, so make sure you show up.
Oh,
like,
we forgot number one thing though. Also, Candace, remember when the men came in with the balloons and the cake and they were singing happy birthday, and Candace purposely sat upstairs.
Because she's a little girl.
She is. She's so petty.
Yeah. Oh, but I do want to say one thing. Another reason I think like Monique blew up on Candace, I feel like, okay, one, she doesn't like Candace, we don't know, but I feel like she was just like already annoyed that weekend. Things wasn't going as planned. Maybe it wasn't as fun as she expected, but then also like she thought she would cook for the girls with Chris, and Chris was like, no, we're gonna cater. So I just think it was just a build up, and since she didn't like her and she did something she didn't like, so it was just like a reason for her to like blow up on her.
True.
Like how Wendy blew up on Ashley. Well, then they have like the guy, Wendy and her husband Eddie.
Oh yeah,
they shared like the beef that the moms had, so the moms didn't want them to get married, but they still got married.
And Eddie's parents didn't show up to the wedding,
and made sure like her friends didn't show up. I actually liked that scene because I felt like it was encouraging, it was positive. They brought God into it, everyone like contributed and related, and they're just like, if you can like make it better, make it right. And I feel like that was like a positive scene. I really enjoyed that scene.
That was great, bonding as a group.
Yeah. And then after, they have like the men show the men like impersonate their wives.
Oh yes.
Everybody's impersonation was like blah, but Chris Samuels takes a bottle, is basically trying to like impersonate his wife, like giving him fellatio. That's the first thing you think about when you think about your wife?
Listen, that was just no. That was, no.
Yeah.
Everybody was being funny and stuff like that. That was not funny.
Yeah.
That was not funny. That was not a good joke. That wasn't a good joke.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling that.
Don't do that again. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. It ends. Everyone leaves. Monique is fake sleeping when Candace leaves, whatever. Now it ends with Ashley trying to like call Michael, and Michael's like, I'm eating my lunch and can't talk to you, basically. Like, what do you want?
I've never seen a man always so busy, never has time for his wife.
Yeah. She's like, I'm just checking in. He's like, bitch, I told you I'm eating. What you want? Like, why are you calling me? Well, he did say reviewing a document, but I felt like he just threw that in there. So it's like, oh, you're reading, let me like hang up. But she's like, babe, I heard you. He's like, but you're still on the phone. What's up? Like, yeah. Then it releases with him, with footage of him in his boxers in someone's hotel room, and that's crazy to me. Like, you know, your wife is on Bravo, you're on Bravo, you guys are in the scene, the area is but so big. Like, people know who you are, you know, it's unless people don't watch TV.
Exactly. And then they also show a scene of him at MGM.
Yeah.
And he is cuddling up, talking to some woman.
Yeah.
Sir, get your life together.
You are too old, I feel like, for this. Like, you're acting like a little boy in these streets. You should be setting the example, I feel like.
Exactly.
Like, I have my wife, I have my son, I love them, like, we're doing this. But no, he's out in these streets. And Karen, what did Karen say? I don't know what she say? She had a good line in her confessional.
Oh, yeah, she did.
She's just like, he's doing a lot, everything.
Oh, he's doing everything except Ashley.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, Karen, come through. Like, he clearly is.
Clearly.
I don't know. Like, what are you looking for? Like, I don't know. She might, I don't know. I thought she was his beard, but he's with men, he's with women, I think he's just like fluid.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. And clearly,
and it's okay if you are.
Right.
But like, does Ashley know that? Like, what are you guys trying to portray? Like,
right.
What's your agreement? Is this like a marriage? Is this an open relationship? Like, don't, like, you're on a reality TV show. People, as soon as they find this stuff out, they're gonna share it. So like, instead of like you not looking dumb, like, put it out there or come up with something. I should be their publicist. Like, just say like, I have an open marriage, or like, we're this, we're that. But like, it's just always like, oh no, we're married and this is a private marriage, blah blah. But you can tell next episode Ashley's trying to say at one point we had an open marriage. I feel like she's now trying to like
cover it up.
Yeah,
she's trying to cover it up, like you said, and save face in front of these women. But everybody knows, like, no, she was just as surprised when she got the news. And yeah, Ashley, I don't know, you're gonna have to do better, honey. Checking emails and texts and sniffing underwear is clearly not enough.
She's like, I'm just waiting for him to pass and I can inherit all his wealth. I don't know. Like, she's sticking it out. Let's look it up. Let me look.
Is he in his 70s?
He might not be. You know, white people don't age as well as black people.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're right. He's 74.
Yeah, 74. 74, and he's out here in these streets getting
like
caught.
He's 24.
Acting all the way up.
And I feel like, on top of that, he should like have people be signing like NDAs or something. Like, you're a public figure. Like, if you're gonna be out in these streets, like, be smart about it.
Yeah, he is just
being reckless. Like,
reckless.
Do you not care? Like, this is gonna get back to your wife. Like,
yeah, I think he just doesn't care. I think he doesn't care, because if he did, like you said, he'd have NDAs. He would be more discriminate, because clearly, I mean, there's plenty of people out here who's cheating or not even cheating, but living these different alternative lifestyles, and everybody doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
right.
They don't know for a reason.
They said like Will and Jada were doing stuff.
Of course.
But like, keep it on the wraps. But you out here just risking it all.
Entanglements.
Like, he knows Ashley's not gonna leave, or I don't know, he's risking it all. Maybe he wants her to leave. I don't know. She needs to put that in that post snap. Like, if you cheat again, I get it all, and I get to walk out. But yeah, that was it. Next week, I don't know if they're gonna show it, but it's supposed to be the fight between Monique and Candace. So we'll see if we see
spicy.
That. But that's all we have for this episode. It wasn't really that interesting.
No.
All right. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and we'll be back next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.